So, before I go on this, there's something pretty clear. This, what I'm about to talk about, does affect some people that I know personally. A lot of people already know about this particular situation going forward. This isn't towards any trolls or whatever. I understand there are trolls out there and there are people who do what they do just to get under people like me skin. I'm not talking about you guys. So, for once, we're cool. You see, I've spent the past couple years of my life attempting to improve. Attempting to get better at not just being me, but helping people like you out there who watch people like me. Even if it's one person, it's 10 people, it's 20 people, it's 100 people, I don't care. Okay? If I can help some of you, that makes me feel a little bit better about myself. Freely admit that. Because I like to be the person that motivates. I like to be the person that can actually get inside your head and get you going to a place where you need to go. And I hope that a lot of you out there can appreciate me for that. And I know a lot of people do. And I thank you very much for that. Truly do. However, there are some people out there, people who I know personally, who seem to think different. People who seem to think that what I do in my life is a joke. People who seem to think that what I do has no actual real world adaptation. People who seem to think that what I do has no value. No matter what they seem to want to tell themselves or tell the people that they know. That I'm not okay with. Because you see, the fact of the matter is that since I believe 2010, I've been on this channel, and since God knows how long I've been on the internet, pushing myself to what I consider personal extremes. 10 years ago, I would have never made videos like these. 5 years ago, I would never make a video like this. I was fairly just straightforward and informative and, oh look, this is a Gatorade bottle and this is blah 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 and all that. And now I feel a sense of comfort with the people here on YouTube and people on the internet and Instagram and Twitter and VidMe and all these other facets that I think I can get to and outreach to. But it just seems to be that there's people who haven't even left the scope of the people that I know who seem to think otherwise. And this one's for you. To let you in about what's going on, because I generally keep my Facebook and my general information pretty on the personal level. I have a business Facebook, but my personal Facebook is my personal Facebook. So, of course, when I post Instagram or I post to Twitter, it all wraps around to my Facebook. And some people think it's a very good idea for them to go ahead and pull the photos of me, which happen to be my intellectual property, mind you, and sit there, throw them out on their own Facebook pages just so they can poke a little fun at the fat guy. Well, guess what? Guess what, ladies and gentlemen? I'm not the one. I'm not the one who's going to sit there and take being bullied like I'm 15 years old back in high school again. I am not the one. I am no longer the one who's going to sit there and be made a fool of and not have something to say about that. So I have something to say to you. And it kind of goes on what I was talking about last week. This just shows from day one, I'm better than you. I always have been better than you in at least one form or another. I have a little bit more integrity to my character, which is something that I never used to have to say. I just went out there and proved it. But I guess now I have to say it because you proved yourselves lower than most. You proved yourselves by your actions and whatever words you seem to want to spew out of your mouth. to be lower than what I thought possible. Simple fact of the matter is this. I'm talking straight to you. In the end, karma has your address. And that bitch hits harder than any person on this earth ever could and ever will. And those who seek to want to assassinate my character and want to assassinate the things that I've done to help others, well, you go ahead, you have all the fun that you want. Because I'm going to be here every single day, grinding it out, making sure that I am always better than you. I started the 30 vlogs in 30 days because I wanted to prove something to myself that I could accomplish this. This has now turned into something different than what it was before. Ladies and gentlemen, this is no longer 30 vlogs in 30 days, 30 vids in 30 days, blah, 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 all this other stuff. This is now one single mission, one single point. The horizon is in my view. It is within my grasp. And now, this is now Aphrodite's revenge. If you ever thought to yourself, I can never achieve the goals I set out for myself in my life, you just made the list. And that list is the people that I'm going to prove wrong, the people I'm going to go ahead and toss by the wayside as I see every single goal that I have put in front of me realized. Every single person who wants to sit there, look at me, and then think just because they don't do as much as me, that they don't have to do as much as me to get the results that they want, you're gone. Eliminated. See ya. Sayonara. I don't need you, and quite frankly, I never did. I've spent almost 35 years on this earth, and I've spent the last 10 of those years with a point, with a mission, with a goal. And right now, that mission, that goal has now been transformed into one singular thought. One singular thing that most people have heard by others far more and far heavier than they ever hear from someone like me. It is something that I really rather like, something I can really grind myself into and kind of take hold of and drive towards. And it goes like this. Eat, sleep, conquer, repeat. Yeah, you've heard that one before, haven't you? Eat, sleep, conquer, repeat. And it starts with the people who seem to think that they're in the inner circle, seem to think that they're super cool and that they can go ahead and grind on others. I got something for you. And what I have for you is the great, the unwavering banhammer. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to tag you in the post, I'll put this up on Facebook, I'm going to shoot this out to the world, I'm going to put it on my Facebook as well, tag you in, and about 24 hours later, if you haven't already seen yourself out the door, guess what? It's going to be shut straight in your face. You can go ahead, you can take my photos off my Facebook all you want, just like I said last time. You want to go ahead, talk all the smack that you want, talk anything that you want, you feel free, you go ahead, you throw it all right at me, because when the dust settles and it's all over, said and done, I will be what I've always been, and that is better than you. And you know what? This actually, since I've kind of taken this as the end of my videos now, really is apropos for the situation. Goodbye, and good night.